How we doing, Xbox gamers? Welcome back to another top 5 video, and in today's top 5 video, guys, yes, as I said last week, today I'm going to be reviewing the top 5 reasons on why you should get an Xbox Series S in 2024, guys. Now, I'm going to be breaking down my 5 personal reasons on why you should get this console and why it is still worth it to get in 2024, guys. So make sure you stay tuned for the whole video because all these points are pretty valuable and they're my opinion, so it obviously outtops your opinion. I'm kidding. Take this, into account, I guess, if you're trying to decide whether you get a Series S or an X. There's also a video of what console I would choose in 2024 as well. This video is just breaking down the facts on why the Xbox is still worth, or the Series S is still worth in 2024, in my personal opinion. But guys, if any of you are new here, if you haven't already, remember, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn that notification bell on so you never ever miss out on any great content like this at all. Now remember, guys, every single Tuesday and Friday, a new top 5 video, a new comparison video, and a new unboxing video and a new 1 month video drops on the channel. So make sure you go ahead and do the following so you never ever miss out, and turn that notification bell on so you always get that notification on when I post a video, because you don't want to miss any great content like this, guys, at all on the channel. Now let's get straight into my number 5 reason on why you should get an Xbox Series X, or not an X, retard, an S in 2024. Now, my number 5 reason, guys, on why you should get an Xbox Series S in 2024 is because of the portability and size. Yes, I can't say portability at the moment. I'm I don't know, I just can't say words sometimes, but it's just what happens. But anyway, the portability and size of the console is very, very small, and it's very easy to fit inside like any type of bag, basically like a backpack or something. If you want to take this console on holidays with you or travel on the go, this console is going to be able to do it no problem whatsoever. And also, if you've got only small space to put a console, this console is going to be able to fit in any little in any little space and crack, is what I'm trying to say. Not pot and crack, not that, but every space and crack you can fit it in. But I don't know why I made a reference to that. But anyway, the portability and size, you're just going to be able to get it around. It's so easy to get around. I've taken this console myself place to place and on holidays around with me, because I've personally got the Series S and I don't have the X, because there's other points that I'll go on why I kind of was sold on the Xbox Series S. But portability and size, guys, you're going to be able to take it with you anywhere around the world, and it's not going to take up too much space. You're going to be able to fit it all, basically like all your whole Xbox setup in a backpack and get it around to place, A to B, and it's going to be no dramas at all. But it's my number 5 reason on why I think the Xbox Series S, you should get one in 2024. That's one of the reasons why. Now I'm going to be moving on to my number 4 reason on why you should get an Xbox Series S in 2024. Now, guys, it's no secret that the Xbox Series S is a ton cheaper than the Xbox Series X, and that was a huge selling point for me personally. Now, the Xbox Series S comes at $499 for the 512GB version, and for the 1TB version it comes at $550. And honestly, for these prices to get the next generation console, I thought the price point was absolutely exceptional. You save a whole lot of money, basically saving $200 to $300 of not getting some of the next generation specs that the Xbox Series X can offer, like more processing power and so on and so forth. But I just didn't think, I didn't really want to spend that, extra $300 on the console. And to me, a cheaper alternative for the next generation was just a must. And obviously, I was worried about spending too much money on the next generation console. When the S actually was an option to buy, I was absolutely astounded and surprised, and absolutely loving Microsoft for doing this. And I saved a ton of money, so I didn't go broke, so I don't live on the streets and live under a bridge next to bloody Reggie Pancake or something like that. I don't know. The Xbox Series S saved me from being homeless. So no, I'm kidding, guys. I'm not actually homeless, but the Xbox Series S saved some money for me, and it really did help me along the line, because if I wanted to spend that extra money on a good headset, I could have, and that's what I did. So it's a price point for me was another selling point, and it's another reason on why you should get an Xbox Series S in 2024. Now I'm going to be moving on to my number 3 reason on why you should get an Xbox Series S in 2024. Now, guys, a lot of you are probably going to have this controversial opinion of what I'm about to say is the storage options for the Xbox Series S. I know that it only had 512 gigabytes at first, and it does have a terabyte option now, but honestly, when the terabyte option came out and there was another alternative, like a bigger space alternative for the Series S, I just was astounded and absolutely ecstatic that a new option came out so you can actually have more space on this little portable console. Now, when it come out with more space, obviously, it come at like higher cost, but for that extra, $50 to get, a terabyte of storage on your Xbox Series S, I thought was 100% worth it. And I don't have the terabyte version myself at the moment. I've only got the 512 gigabyte, but you could save, a bit of money on, instead of getting expansions, like an expansion, like Seagate card, which is what I had to do, unfortunately, to be able to, have like more than like 5 games on the Xbox Series S. I wasn't then able to have like 15 to like 16 to 17 after I got the expansion card on it, which, it's useful, but, you don't really want to spend $350 on a Seagate expansion card, which I thought it was ridiculous, just to be able to play the next generation games to the highest specs. When I found out that, I was quite disappointed, but, when they brought out the terabyte version for the Xbox Series S, it just absolutely sold me on the idea of the Xbox Series S, and that's a reason, like another good reason on why you should get an Xbox Series S in 2024, is because there's two options. That's what I'm trying to say. There's 2 options to go now. It's not just the one low gigabyte one. There's a 1 terabyte absolutely big boy one now, which is absolutely exceptional. Now, guys, I'm going to be moving on to my number 2 reason on why you should get an Xbox Series S in 2024. Now, guys, the number 2 reason on why you should get an Xbox Series S in 2024 is going to be a similar reason on why you should get an Xbox, X, when I was going over the Series X, is obviously it's got quick resume and faster loading times, and the Xbox Series S, for being a smaller console, shut the up, dog. Yeah, sorry, that was my dog, but it has faster loading times, obviously, because it's a smaller console. It doesn't have, it doesn't take a lot to process things, and obviously it doesn't have as much processing power, and it probably doesn't make any sense on what I'm saying, but since it's only 4 teraflops and it's a smaller compact console, it can load things a lot faster than the Series X can by like maybe a couple of seconds, which absolutely matters to me, because when I saw the Series S outperforming the X, I was just absolutely going, like, what the how is this possible? And I thought I was autistic for some reason. But anyway, it's faster in terms of loading times. It's got quick resume, so obviously a lot of you already may know that feature, some of you may not. That feature allows you to jump between games as long as you don't close a game like an absolute cock egg, which is what I do sometimes, and lose my, quick resume ability. If you close the game, you're not going to get it. If you just flick between games without closing them, you're just going to, go home. Oh, I want to play Call of Duty. Oh, I'm bored of the campaign. I'm going to leave and play Battlefield. Like, oh, I want to go back to Call of Duty. If you go back onto Call of Duty, you go back to that exact moment you were in before you actually left the game to play Battlefield. Now, that's my way of explaining it, and it makes sense to me explaining it that way. But, just the quick resume and the faster loading times was a big selling point for me, so I could get into my gaming a lot faster instead of having to wait like 50 years just to play not Call of Duty on GTA 5. I know that loading times was absolutely me every single time when I wanted to play that game. Now I have to wait like 2 minutes instead of 50 years, which is a big upgrade compared to the Xbox One. Now, guys, that's my number 2 reason on why you should get an Xbox Series S in 2024. Now I'm going to be moving on to my number 1 reason on why you should get an Xbox Series S in 2024. Now, guys, my number 1 reason on why you should get an Xbox Series S in 2024 is obviously because you're getting the next generation specs, 120 FPS, 144p. You're also getting a better picture quality, better graphics quality. You're going to be able to run up to 4K, and you're going to have at least up to 4 teraflops of processing power, which is just a bigger upgrade from the Xbox One itself. Now, obviously, it's not living up to, the 12 teraflops that the Xbox Series X has to offer, but, it's not really a downgrade in a sense. Like, obviously, in terms of processing power, it is, but in terms of what you're getting, you basically, really similar to the Xbox Series X in terms of, you're going to be able to run 120 FPS, no problem. You're still going to be able to run 4K, but you can't run 120 FPS, 144p at the same time. You can only run them at separate times, unfortunately, on the console, because it can't actually process that much power, which is where that, the difference from the Series X and the S come in. But apart from that, you're paying less money just to get the same similar, next generation specs, for less. Instead of paying like $800, you're paying like $499 to $550 just to be able to get this, next generation ability. And yes, I got something stuck in the back of my throat and I feel like I'm going to choke right now, but anyway, not the point. Yeah, just in terms of just paying less just to get the next generation specs, 120 FPS, 4K, 144p, better graphics in general, and faster loading times in general. Just the next generation specs was a huge big reason on why I got the Series S personally for me. And it's a big reason on why you should get an Xbox Series S, because I know a lot of you are probably watching this video still not being able to make a decision between the Xbox Series X and the S. I do have a video for that when I break down the differences and the similarities between them, and feel free to check that video out before making a decision. But yeah guys, that will pretty much wrap up my top 5 reasons why you should get an Xbox Series S in 2024, because of these reasons that I explained in today's video. I don't know what the I said that, but anyway, yeah guys, if any of you are new here, if you haven't already, just smash that just like, subscribe, and turn that notification bell on so you never ever miss out on any great content like this at all. Now remember guys, every single Tuesday and every single Friday, a new top 5 video, a comparison video, and a unboxing video and a 1 month review video drops on the channel. So make sure you go ahead and smash that subscribe button and turn that notification bell on and like the video, because it really does help me out guys, and I really do appreciate it. And if you don't, I will absolutely smash every one of your TVs if you don't. So go do that right now guys, before I come to your house and smash your TV, and I'll catch you all in the next video. And by the way, I was kidding.